Hey, and welcome to another Frontend Engineering Explained video. In this one, I'm gonna quickly, or relatively quickly, walk through the 11t Getting Started documentation. If you didn't know, 11t is a static site generator and also general web framework that you can use to build all kinds of cool stuff for the web. So I'm gonna go through the Getting Started, which is literally that. Just getting you started, and I'm also going to show you how to quickly add just some basic CSS to it, as well as a couple of linters that you'll find helpful as well. So let's dive right in. So this is 11t's Getting Started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to just create a directory for your project. In this case, we're going to call it 11t sample. I'm using a terminal here to do that, and then we're going to go into it, 11t sample, cool, and then we need a package.json, and so we're just going to use this, and basically this initializes a node project, and you're passing -y, which just means just say yes to all the questions you would normally ask, right? So boop, and then that is the package.json. It is generated, and now for ESM, if you want to use ESM, which you probably want to do today, we're going to run this command, and let's see, it copies some extra stuff there. Cool. So all that's done, let me show you real quick. All that is done is it's added this into your package.json, which tells Node and all your linting scripts and stuff like that you're using ESM instead of CommonJS. Neat. And now, depending on your package manager, there's different commands here. You can see you can switch to the different ones, but I'm going to stick with npm. And so we're just going to install 11t in our terminal. And that's going to take a second to do. That's it. And essentially, you're good to go, but we need a couple of files, right? So let's just create one file. We'll just call it index.html. You can use all kinds of kind of like templating languages, or you could just use HTML. So, boop, and we'll call it 11t. And then just put an h1 in here and say 11t, something like that. And now, if we want to, let's see what it says here in the documentation. So if we want to run, we can just going to use npx. And boop, let's do that. So it wrote one file, and now if we want to actually open it in our browser, we're going to do npx blah 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 dash serve. Right, this is going to start a development server, as you can see here on localhost 8080, and there it is, 11t. You're up and running. Now you can start building cool stuff. So let's quickly look at how you can add some minimal CSS. I have this project called Minimalist, and it is published as one of these create blah 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 thingies that you can do. So let's say you want to add this base CSS to your website, your 11t project. You can just stop it there, and then we say npm create minimalist, add latest, press enter. It's going to ask where do you want to put your CSS. We're just going to say put it in the CSS directory, and that's it, done. It's added everything here. So here's the file that you want to import into your main index file. Now, you're probably going to write some JavaScript, you're probably going to write some CSS, and you probably want auto formatting using Prettier. To get all of that, I've got another project called Project Calavera, and it's also published as one of these create commands. So if we want to add a bunch of linters for ourselves here, we can go and do npm create Project Calavera at latest. Press enter. Now it asks you which ones you want. So you can choose editor config. We're going to choose Prettier. We're going to choose ESLint. And then we're going to choose stylelint. Now it's going to go ahead, add all the configuration to your project. It's also going to install all the node dependencies you need. And with that, you've got all your configuration files in here. Your package.json has been updated. Also added some npm commands you can run, and you're off to the races. Have fun and build cool stuff with 11e.